Recently, videos like this have been going viral on Reels and even on YouTube Shorts, pulling in hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. This trend just started lately, and just a few creators have been taking advantage already. You see, what they do is just use anime as a way to tell motivational life lessons, and as you'd guess, videos like these do well because they are visually appealing. Plus, it's an entirely new way of making viral motivational shorts and Instagram Reels. I know some of you would have come across these types of videos either on Instagram or YouTube, but find it difficult to create because you don't know how to get those anime, or perhaps because videos like these do get copyright strikes after being uploaded. Well, I thought about this the first time I saw them too, but then I challenged myself to find an easier way to make copyright-free anime motivational shorts which are as good as the ones these pages make. Then I stumbled upon a method which you can use to create motivational anime videos even better than these ones, using a combination of some sets of completely free AI tools. So if you stick with me till the end of this video, I'll be sharing with you these tools and the complete step-by-step methods on how to use them to create your own motivational anime shorts. Let's get started. As always, the first thing you need to create videos like these is a script. For this, we'll be using, as usual, ChatGPT. Now, I need you to first understand that these videos all use quotes and facts based on Stoic philosophy. The prompt we'll be giving ChatGPT should be related to Stoic life lessons, so we can get just the results that we want. Now, here's the script. As you can see, I first told ChatGPT that I'm planning to create a brief animation about 30 seconds in length. Then I instructed it to help come up with a motivational quote inspired by Stoicism as the script for the voiceover of the animation. Now, to make sure it completely understands what I want, I added more detailed features like the language style, how long I want the script to be, and also provided it with a reference script of how I want the entire script to look like. And just to get a lot of options to choose from, I asked it to provide 10 different ideas for the script. This exact prompt is already set up for you in the description below. So after giving ChatGPT the script, just proceed to click on Send Message. Then it will proceed to give you a list of script ideas for your video. Just read through and pick any one that you like the most. In my case, I'll be going with this one, which is about growth. Now, once you have a script ready, the next step is to get a voiceover. For this, we'll be using 11 Labs. Well, as you already know, 11 Labs has lots of voices that you can use. You see, the videos from these pages are all using probably the same voice, which include the likes of voices like Adam and Marcus, amongst others. But to make your own video more unique, I recommend using a different voice. You can just navigate to the Voices section in the sidebar, then click on Voice Library to find a voice. Here you'll discover lots and lots of voices that you can use in your videos. Just play through and go with the one that you like the most. In my case, I'll be using Greg. Once you pick a voice, just go back to ChatGPT and copy your script. Then head back to 11 Labs and paste it, then click on Generate, then download it once it is ready. Now the next step is where the fun part begins, generating the scenes for the anime clips. For this, I'll be using pika.art. You see, I've searched through the internet looking for the best AI tool to create anime videos, but turns out none of them beats this tool, at least for now. Pika.art is an AI text-to-video generator that could take a text prompt from you, process it, and turn it into the exact type of video you wanted. This tool is just like ChatGPT, but for video. Now, to start creating videos with this tool, you need to first create an account. It's totally free. You can start with their basic plan, which costs just $0 and gives you 250 credits, which you can use to create lots of clips. And the best part is that you can reuse those anime clips for several different videos. So all you need to get started is to sign up for the basic plan and upgrade later if you want to. Now, once you're done signing up, your pika.art dashboard should look like this. Now you want to give it a prompt. You see, one of the most difficult parts of making these types of motivational anime videos is getting the prompt right. Well, after a series of tests and trying out multiple different prompts variations, here's the one that works just perfect. As you can see, I always like to start with the subject. Here, that is the muscular male anime character. Now you want to add what you want the scenery to look like. Here I added front of an ocean with a ship. Then to get that dramatic motivational anime movie look, I further went into detail of the video style by adding other important features like lightning, rain, rough waves, dark ambient, and Ghibli style anime. And as an extra, I went ahead and told it to make everything hand-drawn so we can get an authentic effect on the subject character. This way you can easily get exactly what you wanted for your video. Now, before you go ahead and click Generate, there are still a few important settings that must be made, or else the video generation would just be a complete mess. Now, starting with the first setting, you want to click here. Now increase this strength of motion to its fullest. This will help add a lot of motion to the video. And for the camera control, it's up to you what you like to choose, but what I found works best for a character anime is the zoom. You can either click here to make the character zoom in or click here to make it zoom out. Just play around with it until you get what you want. Now, the second setting is the aspect ratio. I know since these anime motivational videos are for YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, you might want to choose 9:16, but that's not the case for Pika.art as the model is specifically trained for 16.9 aspect ratio for anime videos. So just choose 16.9 to get a better result. Then later when putting the video together, you can just crop it to fit the YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels format. Now the last setting is the negative prompt. I always recommend you add negative prompts to any generations on Pika.art because this way the AI will filter out what you don't want in your video. To do that, just click on this filter option here and then add a series of negative prompts like ugly, distortion, blurry, and low quality. Now you want to add a seed number so that when you want to regenerate a clip, you won't just keep getting the same results over and over again. Just add a couple of numbers, for example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're good to go. Now click on generate and wait a moment, then your video will be ready. Just play it to see if it looks good and matches the prompt you gave it. However, if you found something you don't like in the video, instead of you changing the prompt, which might make you get a different variation which could be worse, just click on this filter option and change the seed number. Yes, just what I told you a moment ago. Then click on generate again and you can keep doing this until you get just exactly what you wanted. However, if you keep getting the same unwanted results after every generation, you can just edit the prompt by adding details or add that exact thing that you don't like to the negative prompt and then generate again. This time you definitely should get an amazing result. Now if you notice, you'll see the clip we generated is just 3 to 4 seconds long, and if you remember, the script that we turned into a voiceover earlier on 11 Labs is way longer, probably about 30 to 60 seconds. This means we will need to generate more clips to make it tally with the voice length. Now to do that, I recommend you change the subject for every new variation of video you want to generate. Here's an example. Remember, I generated an anime character for my first variation. Now I want to change the second variation to something else, for instance, windy rainforest. Now I'll just change the subject of the prompt here from a muscular male anime to something like a windy rainforest. Now you can just add more features like storm, tall trees, and so on. And don't forget to play around with the settings just to get the most accurate results just like these ones. Once you're happy with the results, just download them and get ready for the next step, putting the video together. For this, we will be using CapCut. Well, I chose CapCut because it's easier to use and you can access it whether you're using a smartphone or a PC. Now, once you're on CapCut, first you want to import the files including the voiceover and the anime video clips you generated using Pika.art. Next step is to first drag the voiceover to your timeline. Now, remember we're creating a video for YouTube Shorts. Therefore, before proceeding with the editing, you want to first change your video aspect ratio to 9:16. This way your video will be in the perfect size for Instagram Reels as well. Now back to your timeline, the next step is to drag in your clips one by one, starting with the first one. Now to make it look nice, you'll need to enlarge the clip until it covers the screen and also adjust the placement so that the most interesting part of the clip is not cut off. Make sure you take your time to do this. This way you would get exactly what you wanted in the clip. After that, you want to listen to your audio and adjust the clip to end where there's a long pause just like this one. Now you want to drag in the second clip and repeat exactly what you did on the first one. Then continue doing that for the rest of the clips until the entire video is complete. To make your video more unique, I recommend you add some animations to transition between clips. To do this, just navigate to the animation section here. Now pay attention because we're not going to be using any of these basic in and out animation effects. Instead, click on here where it says combo and you'll find lots of animations that work just perfect for motivational videos. However, I recommend this wave slide animation. You can play around with all of them though to find out the one that works best for you, then add it to all your clips one by one. Once all that is done, now you want to make a little tweak to your video to give it that scenic motivational style look, just like those of the creators blowing up now. Plus, this will make your video have a unique quality throughout, in case there are little differences in the quality of the clips. To do that, you want to select all your clips, then right click and click here to create a compound clip. This will help combine all the clips into one single video. Once that is done, just navigate to this adjustment section here, then scroll down and reduce the saturation all the way to the lowest. You can also reduce the brightness if if you want. This is optional anyways, as your video will still look good regardless. Also, I recommend you add an overlay effect to your video just to enhance the dramatic effect and look more lively. To do this, navigate to the effects section and search for black noise. Then drag this effect onto your video. Now you see it looks more visually appealing than before. Now the next thing is to add subtitles to your video, and this can be done inside CapCut using their free auto caption feature. To add this, just navigate to this text section, scroll down and click on where it says auto caption. Then click on create, and in just a moment, the subtitles will be added to your video. You can edit the text to look better by changing the template here to anyone you found interesting and changing the color to something more catchy like yellow or green. Once that is done, you can play through to see how your video looks and if there's any changes you want to make before proceeding to the final step.
Growth is like a tree stretching upwards, not knowing where its branches will reach. Just as the tree weathers storms to touch the sky, we too face challenges to find our height.
Now, if you noticed, our video is missing one more thing: background music. You see, to give life to this video, you must add background music, and not just any type of music, but one that sounds just perfect for motivational videos. You can get such background music for free on pixabay.com. Just select music here and type in motivation or energetic. Then play through the list of music you find and download the one that you like the most. Now import the background music to CapCut and then drag it onto your timeline. Now to make the sound suit your video, make sure you find where it gets more intense and start from there. This way your video will look more engaging and just perfect for motivation. With all that done, your video is now complete and ready to be uploaded, whether on Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. Now let's take a look at the final result.
Growth is like a tree stretching upwards, not knowing where its branches will reach. Just as the tree weathers storms to touch the sky, we too face challenges to find our height. The strength isn't in the stillness of days, but in the resilience against harsh winds. Let every trial be the soil that nourishes your roots, making you stronger. For in the end, it's not how tall we stand, but how deeply we're willing to grow.
Amazing, right? If so, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like this one, and drop a comment on how helpful the video is. Peace.